Skill Factor consultants are delighted to be associated with Tamkeen and their Training and Education Performance Support Program, TEPS. We look forward to bringing our engaging and interactive workshops to those involved in higher education in Bahrain. Skill Factor Consultants was established in 1999 to provide a range of training and education services. We undertake training and development in both the education and industry sectors. Our services include the development of quality management systems, curriculum and learning materials development, and evaluation research. Our clients have included major corporations, government departments, universities, and further education and training vocational institutions. Skill Factor workshops are interactive and include a mix of practical activities and theoretical inputs. We offer excellent facilitation and user-friendly materials. Hard copy materials are provided to all workshop participants, and we also develop an online class specifically for each workshop, so you can download workshop documents and lots of additional support material long after the actual workshop. Professor Chrissy Bowie is well known internationally for her research in higher education development. She is Dean of Teaching and Learning at Rhodes University in South Africa. Her work experience includes 13 years spent in schools and universities in Doha, Abu Dhabi, and Sana'a. She has served on audit panels in Bahrain and is closely involved with the work of the Higher Education Quality Committee in South Africa. Professor Sue McKenna has published widely in the field of higher education and has presented at conferences around the world. She runs a PhD program in higher education studies at Rhodes University. Professor McKenna is an external reviewer for the South African Higher Education Quality Committee, the Bahraini Quality Assurance Authority for Education and Training, and the Academic Accreditation Authority in Oman. Dr. Lee Sutherland's experience in higher education and training lies particularly in the field of quality management, curriculum and materials development, and staff development. She is a member of the standards generating body for assessors in South Africa and has been trained as a quality assurance auditor. She is a co-owner of Skill Factor Consultants and a professional associate of Rhodes University, South Africa. Dr. Paulette Powell's research is in curriculum development within higher education, and she is the curriculum consultant for 2 South African universities. Dr. Powell was involved in the development of the National Qualifications Framework in South Africa and is an international consultant in the development of the Botswana National Qualifications Framework. She is a co-owner of Skill Factor Consultants and a professional associate of Rhodes University, South Africa. Skill Factor Consultants will be offering 5 workshops as part of the Tamkeen TEPS program. All of these are focused on the higher education sector, bringing together our expertise from years of teaching and researching in the university sector. Measuring learners' progress in higher education. This workshop is 3 days long and includes a consideration of both quantitative and qualitative data to measure learner progress. Participants are introduced to the ways in which progress can be tracked and how at-risk students can be identified before failure occurs. Participants discuss the range of interventions that can be put into place and how these can be attached to the measurement of learning. Workshop participants are also shown how the measurement of learners' progress can be used for curriculum adaptation and as an evaluative tool for course development. Instructional and teacher effectiveness in higher education. This workshop is 3 days long and includes an introduction to issues of diversity and how this impacts on learning. The workshop is highly interactive and includes a number of opportunities for participants to develop techniques for use within their own classroom. The workshop includes a range of ways in which educators can evaluate how effective they are being and adapt their approaches on an ongoing basis. Assessment of learners in higher education. This workshop is 3 days long and includes an introduction to theories of assessment and a look at the various forms and functions of assessment. Participants are introduced to approaches to assessment designed to encourage learning. Opportunity is provided for participants to consider the ways in which their own disciplines use assessment. Institutional contexts and requirements in terms of assessment is taken into account. The use of moderation to ensure quality teaching and assessment is discussed, with examples of moderation processes being interrogated. Quality management systems in higher education. This workshop is 4 days long and provides an introduction to academic quality assurance. The workshop presents a range of understandings of quality management, assurance, monitoring, and development. The workshop presents the ways in which evidence-based quality assurance systems can be set up at institutional or even program level. The focus of the workshop is on academic quality assurance and the ways in which academics and managers can collect and analyze data for evidence-based development. The workshop provides opportunities for participants to look at their own institutional contexts and consider ways in which evidence-based quality management systems could be implemented or improved. Teaching and learning strategy in higher education. This workshop is 3 days long. The focus of the workshop is on using teaching and learning strategies to drive the institution in particular directions. Tamkeen has identified a need to develop students' employability and ability to create work in the private sector, and this requires a particular understanding of teaching and learning. This workshop considers how a teaching and learning strategy can be developed, what its core components are, and how it can be implemented and tracked. We look forward to meeting many of you at our TEPS workshops and assure you that you will find them interesting and engaging and the perfect opportunity for us to learn from each other.